Hello everybody, this is just going to be a little rant video. Nothing real special, but I just thought I'd get this off my chest. The ugly YouTubers strike again. Yeah, what's interesting is I was supportive of this one particular YouTube lady, content creator. Now this was really funny because she had hardly any people in her comments or in her chat. She may have had 2 or 3 people in her chats, 1 or 2 people in her comments. So every time I made a comment or I entered into her chats, she would erase my comments. And I'm thinking, I don't know whether it's her erasing them or whether it's YouTube erasing them, but nothing much I was saying was anything offensive. And it had nothing, and it had something to do with the subject matter she was talking about. So I don't understand what was going on with the getting my comments erased. But this has happened consistently every time I went on her channel. Now there's another lady that she got mad at me because I said something about her to another YouTube channel because I couldn't address her directly because she had no way of me being able to contact her, which is fine for her own safety. She should not let just have everybody being able to contact her. But I was on her channel a few times, in her lives and everything. Well, it's a long story, but make a long story short, she also ignores my comments. So any of the things that I say to people, it's just supposed to be supportive of the subject matter. If I'm not supportive of the subject matter, I simply don't even bother to go up on the channel in the first place. But it's a shame that some people can't agree to disagree. Now, this is what I'm trying to put my finger on here. This first lady that I was just talking about, who hardly has anybody in her chat or making comments anyway, she's a black man hater, first of all. And what I'm trying to do is tell her, look, men are always going to be a problem, just like women can be problems. However, what are we going to do to just go ahead and live our lives productively? Now, I liked her in the beginning because she talked about things that helped people. Like, say if there were some resources that she needed to tell you about. Well, yeah, she told about some good resources. I even checked on those resources, and followed up. I didn't need the resources personally. But if someone should need those resources, say like she recommended a class that somebody would be taking. Well, I think that's wonderful that she would notify people about a class that she should be taking and so forth. But I'm just curious why she doesn't like me. I mean, I never said anything mean to her. I never did anything to the woman. And there's a couple of others that were like that to me as well. I never did anything to them, but they just don't like me. I don't know. I mean, I'm not flawless, as I have misgivings like anybody else. But why would you hate me when I did nothing to you? You don't know me as a person or anything. I've just come in there to support you. Now, how many people are willing to support some of these hating ass people? I just don't get it. First of all, they should have their channel struck down just for the hate speech that they deliver. But instead of trying to get that done to them, I try to help them learn that there's another approach to all of this. For instance, one lady was saying that you don't have to have children with a man. Now, I had to say, look, that's not true. Genetics will have it that you have to have fertilization of an egg. The way humans get fertilization of an egg is through sexual intercourse between a man and a woman. Now, everybody knows that. Now, if you try alternative means of having children, like having a sperm donor or have a baby in a petri dish, I mean, there's Frankenstein things going on nowadays. However, I don't believe in that personally. I think it's a very unhealthy way to approach life, to think that you're just so, hurt and has such vitriol that you won't have sex with a man and you're going to have a baby through a petri dish. I can understand surrogate parenthood or something doing that, but that's not the why you would do that, okay? Look, first of all, people like that shouldn't be given any kind of relationship advice. And second of all, if you're not in a relationship yourself that's working, don't tell anybody else how to be in a relationship, please. Just don't. And I really don't agree with people advising other people not to be in relationships anyway, when just because they can't have a relationship. Don't say, oh no, you shouldn't have these people around you. You shouldn't have these men. Let another person decide for themselves if they can have somebody, okay? That's not your place to decide if someone else has a relationship or not. Now, if it's your child or something, and you're trying to help them through something, and you gotta monitor certain things, then okay, I get it. But otherwise, don't try to dictate to other women whether they should have a relationship or not. And I don't believe that women should just be without men. We're, not even lesbians want to be without men. Men and women do exist, and we're human beings. We should be treated like human beings. And if you're finding that you're having trouble with people in the human race, all right, that's why I call myself the animal advocate. Sometimes humans are horrible. But at any rate, you cannot have intimate relationships with anybody but an intimate partner, being another human being. And if that happens to be, if you're a heterosexual woman, you're going to be with a man, okay? So I don't appreciate people giving advice to women not to have relationships, because relationships are what make people who they are. It makes people human, and love makes the world go round, believe it or not. It still makes the world go round. It doesn't mean it's perfect. Love sure as hell doesn't pay the bills, but by God, love does make the world go round. You don't have to look for love. It'll look for you. Okay, that's the thing. And ladies, I could give advice about how to treat yourselves and how to deal with certain things, but it's not my business to go around telling everybody else what to do. However, to constantly berate women for wanting to be with a nice person, I'm saying a nice person, y'all, okay, then don't worry about it. Just worry about yourself. If you want to be all alone and all miserable and all angry all the time because some man did you wrong, I'm sorry to hear it. But don't advise everybody else to be like that. Because how's the human race going to exist without these relationships? And if you do try a Frankenstein method of producing humans, I mark my words, it will not be a success. Okay, the science will be okay, but as far as society is concerned, it's not going to be it's going to be a wrap. Okay, you still have to have that foundation of a family to be able to raise children in a loving manner. And just because you didn't have nobody doesn't mean everybody else can't have nobody, okay? So that's my rant for the evening. I'm just fed up with this mess, and just they don't like me because I'm an antithesis to what they're saying. Yes, you can have love in your life. Yes, you can have a successful career. Yes, you can have anything you want in life. You can have it. And I have examples of people, even on the YouTube streets. I know examples of couples that are the bomb. They are the power couples. Black power couples, white power couples, people living in the city, people living in the country, people living everywhere. They have made their relationships work. So just because you're a sourpuss and you can't get nobody, don't try to begrudge everybody else. You know, that's just not your area of expertise, lady. It's simple as that. You know, go for what you know. You know, you don't have anybody. Okay, if you're happy like that, good for you. But don't expect everybody else to be like that. Peace out, y'all.